Hi, I'm gonna give a quick tour on how the blind spot map for Dutch playgrounds, parks and sports facilities work. The main page gives the information about how we calculated the blind spots, our methodology, references, and where the data sets are from. The most important part, the methodology, is we calculated according to the values that we gathered through the references. So, for example, playground depends on children, households with children, amount of births and cars per household, and percentage of rental homes. And if each of these attributes has a higher value than the quantile of the whole data set of the Netherlands, it has a 1. The quantile by default is 0.5, which is the median, but that can be changed with manual input. And after that, if you want, you can also change the weight. So instead of 1, you can put another weight if you believe that's more important. For example, saying that households with children is a more important value than the amount of births or something like that. And by default, they all have the same weight. After that, all of them are all summed so that the demand value is from 0 to 1. And if a neighborhood already has at least one facility that is within that type, then the demand is actually 0 since the demand is already met. So, for example, if there is a playground around that neighborhood and that the minimum distance is 1 kilometer and the minimum distance is 1 kilometer, then the demand is automatically 0 instead of the number that was calculated. And last, we set a minimum demand so that only after that threshold they appear in the map. We have two pages, the blind spot map and the neighborhood charts. So first, the blind spot map. First off, for the whole Netherlands, as I said before, all the criteria for inputs are here. So demand value, for example, if you set to 0.2, there are more spots from than the 0.2 until 1. But of course, if you want to see only the higher demands, then you can set it to, for example, 0.8. Then of course you have less but more demand values, and that can be set for playgrounds, sports facility, and parks and nature. To evaluate a single municipality, or you can click in the map, for example, here, and then you can have the neighborhoods in this place that have the higher demands, or you can also just type here whatever municipality that is needed. The values can be all adjusted manually, so for example 0, 2, and they're gonna be automatically recalculated for all the values that I explained before. Also, when you decide on a municipality or click on the map, you have a list of all the neighborhoods within that municipality by the order of the demand chosen. So, for example, if you choose playgrounds on the hover data, you get the play demand. For example, for the neighborhood Buitengebied Zwaardebroek, the play demand is 0.6, and the minimum distance is a 6 kilometer distance between the closest parks for this neighborhood, and that's why the demand is here. And for the whole municipality, they are in order. So, for example, the park demand, the highest place is Buitengebied Kootwijkerbroek, and the second one, and so on. And there's also more information about the single neighborhoods. Then this data is from 2019 from CBS, and you can also reset values by clicking on the reset button and download all the data that is for the specific neighborhood here by clicking on download here. And now you can go back to the home page or to the neighborhood charts. After selecting a specific neighborhood, you can compare the neighborhood, their municipality, and the whole of the Netherlands for age and education level. So, for example, for this neighborhood, they are the blue ones. So, for example, they are have less percentage of people in this age than the average of the Netherlands, but it's still higher than the average for the municipality. And you can also have it, for example, for educational levels, from low education, middle, and high education. And yeah, this you can change by any data that is here. It automatically get the municipality that is inserted. Um, yeah, that's it about the tool, and thank you for your attention.